Let's talk about some of the issues emerging this weekend on the campaign trail. Donald Trump is blaming protesters entirely for the chaos that broke out Friday in Chicago. He says his people are not violent. It's, quote, these people that come in. You've had something to say about this. What's your view?
Well, there's no question that Donald Trump has created a toxic atmosphere, pitting one group against another and name-calling and all those kinds of things. Now, I think there are people that would go to a rally who would look to disrupt. But look, the environment is there, and he needs to back off of this and start being more aspirational, telling people we can get it together. You know, at my events, any of my town halls, rallies, or whatever, I tell people that, you know, we can solve these problems. And I've got a record that shows that, whether it was in Washington creating jobs, you know, creating an environment for job creation in Ohio, where we're up over 400,000 jobs. Jake, you can go into a room and get people depressed and down and angry, or you can walk into that room with the same people and you can lift them and give them hope. And I think we need to be hopeful in America, not depressed.
So I asked about this on Thursday night at the debate, about the violence at Trump rallies, reading some of the quotes that Trump has said about violent ways to deal with protesters. And with all due respect, sir, you didn't say what you're saying now at the debate. Do you think you missed an opportunity to condemn Trump's rhetoric before a much wider audience?
Well, Jake, look, you know, in those debates I hear this and that, but it took me to see on Friday night what was happening at that arena. I mean, I really don't watch Trump rallies. I don't watch the news. I basically watch the Golf Channel when I'm traveling, believe it or not. But when I saw the violence in Chicago, I just had enough. And you might recall, it was in the third debate where I started saying that Trump was dividing us. I also said that Ben Carson's plans on Medicare were outrageous. And so I've made my point. But when I saw the violence, Jake, I felt compelled to really say something about it. And I'm very comfortable with the fact that I waited until I felt it was necessary for me to say something. And look, that's what I've got to say about it. It's just not the road I take. But you know what? When you have a record of having success in relieving the frustrations of people, and let's face it, they're worried about keeping their job, they're worried about their wages, they're worried about they're not getting any interest in the banks, they're worried about their kids' future. You cannot win them by trashing Donald Trump or being negative. You've got to explain to them carefully your vision, your record, your accomplishments, and what you can do. And that's the path that I have taken.